The applet fundamentals, as mentioned in chapter 1, applets are small applications, remember, that are accessed on the internet server. Okay. Okay, transported over the internet, automatically installed and run as a part of web document. Okay, remember, you can transfer this applets to other system with the help of internet. Okay, so after an applet arrives on the client, it has limited access to resources that it can produce the graphical user interface. Okay, so what you can get with the help of applet, you can have the graphical user interface, you can have images, you can have buttons, you can have checkboxes, you can have text area. All these things you can create with the help of applet. Okay, so many of the issues connected with the creation and use of applets are found in the part 2 of the textbook. As I said just now, in chapter number 23, 24, and 25, you will learn. Okay, when the applet package is examined, and also when swing is described, that is in part 3. Okay, we will see that also. So these two parts you have to learn from the textbook, part 2 and part 1, part 2 and part 3. That is AWT, Abstract Window Toolkit, you will learn in part 2 of this textbook. And swings, the other half of the unit, swing, you will learn in part 3 of the textbook. Okay. So now, however, see here, fundamentals connected to the creation of applet are presented over here. Okay, and you can see a point over here, because applets are not structured in the same way as the programs that have been used thus far till now. What programming you have done is, that is console based programming only. Means you will write a program in a notepad and you will see the output on the console, that is on the terminal you will see, or I can say command prompt. You will see that output. You will see the output on that terminal or command prompt. But whereas from now onwards, when you are going to deal with AWT or swing, you will able to see the graphical user interface kind of an output. Okay, so all this AWT and swings will have the code that is related to the applet. Okay, so this is a simple program of an applet. Remember, this is the program. Okay, of an applet, and I want to move with the next program. This complete program is there in the next program with some addition things. I will explain that over there itself, don't worry. So I'm just scrolling down over here. You just observe here. This is the program. Okay, and this is the output of the program. You can see this is the program, and this is the output of the program. Let me open the program in my computer. Okay, and yeah, just a second. What's the name of the program? Simple Applet. Simple Applet. Where did I save it? Here it is. Simple Applet.java. Okay, here I have saved. So see, students, how to execute the program is, first of all, the same thing you have to, the older version, older way only, the way you have executed your programs. First, that is what you have to do. You have to compile the program. Let's compile this program. Java C space simple applet.java. Okay, this is one way. That the one only the way. Okay, you have to compile the program. But remember here, when you are going to compile this program, you can compile with two ways. I'll show you the first way. What I'll be doing is, over here, as this is a program related to applet, we are going to provide a command as applet viewer, and we will try to open the program. Okay, with the file name. What is the file name we have given in the program? It is applet, simple applet.java. Now what you can see, within a fraction of seconds, applet window will be opened in this way. Okay, So let me press enter over here. See, an applet window is popped up, but you can see applet not initialized as there is some problem in my computer's Java software. Okay, due to that, you are unable to see the line number 10. You see at line number 10 in the program, a simple applet. So you will see a message over here with a simple applet. Okay, you don't worry. You people will get the output. Okay, I've got some problem with my Ubuntu software. Okay, don't worry with it. You will able to see the output in your computer. Okay, so just try to understand. So this is one kind of a window which will be popped up and where you can see some text. Okay, apart from text, you can have buttons, you can have check boxes, you can have images also. Okay, so this is a simple program. So, okay, fine, I will explain this. So what this program consists of, remember students, each and every program of your applet, okay, of your applet, sorry, graphical user interface should import the folder java.awt. Okay, remember this. And after that, it should also import this package, import java.applet. Okay, then what you can do is, as I have shown you the first program, see here, this program does not contains this particular tag over here. Sorry, multi-line comment. Okay, the first program, what you can do is you can write the program without the tag, without the multi-line comment, but you have to write this multi-line comment in a separate file, and that you should save it with simple applet.html. Okay, remember students, if you are writing the program without this multi-line comment means you write it, but you have to write this multi-line comment in a separate notepad and save that with simple applet.html. Okay, or else what you can do is the simple ways, write in one file only in this way. Okay, so what this will do is, after you run the program, after the compilation is done, after you run the program, what this will do with the help of this particular command, this command applet viewer space simple applet.java, it will create this particular window, applet window. Okay, and in this one, remember, this particular class should extend this class applet class. And in this one, what you are trying to do is you are trying to paint something. Okay, something you are painting. Like in this window, what the author has done is trying to paint some kind of a text. Okay, so you have to use a paint method, and in that paint method you can see a graphics class is there which has got a object G over here. So graphics class has got many methods inside it. Okay, among that it has used one method, drawString. What is the purpose of drawString is, with the help of this you can write a text, okay, into your applet window like this. This is some text which is specified over here as a first parameter. Then what are these two parameters is, they are the dimensions, x and y locations in your window. Okay, you can change it, you can change, if you change it, your position of the text will change on the window. Okay, so that's it students with this simple program of applet. I hope you all have understood the program. Okay, so see students, coming to the chapter number 23, there are two types of applets you have to remember. It is important to state that at the outset that there are two varieties of applets. Remember, let me increase the font. The first is, these applets use the AWT. Okay, the first one, to provide the graphical user interface. They use AWT, which is available in this chapter. Okay, 23. Then second type of applets are those based on Swing class, that is JApplet, remember, which again inherits its parent class applet. Okay, that we will see in the next upcoming classes. Okay, now few basics also I have explained, applet basics, how to write the program, applet program, simple applet program, and how to run that also. Okay, I hope you all have got that one. The next, see students, an applet skeleton. Okay, there are some methods which are by default will be available to the applet program. Okay, you can see over here. See here, the basic mechanism by which the browser or applet viewer interfaces to the Java applet and control its execution. Four of these methods are like init, that is initialization, start, stop, and destroy. So which all applies to applets and are defined by applet only. So default implementation of all these methods are provided. Okay, applets need not override these kind of methods. Okay, so you can see a simple program over here. Let me dig. Yeah, so you can see same packages, and this is the multi-line comment which is having the tag for applet code. And see here, students, this program is extending applet. So you got the initialization phase. Remember, this is the first method which will be invoked for the first time when you run the program. After that, then the next one will be the start method. Okay, this is the start method. Okay, at any point of time, if you want to stop your applet, then which method will be invoked is this one, stop method. Okay, then later on, after that, if you want to completely close it, use the destroy method. Okay, and remember from where the execution starts. See, students, one point I have not mentioned to all to you all, that applet program they will not contain main method in it. Okay, okay, and remember one thing: the applet program, whatever the methods are to be invoked, they will be invoked through the paint method. Remember, so this is the paint method. Okay, actually, the main thing. Okay, so you try to execute the program. I'll just see some installations in my operating system, and in the later classes I will show you the execution also. Okay, so what you can see is you will be able to see these messages. Okay, okay, so see, students, applets initialization and termination. These are the methods: init, start, paint, stop, and destroy. Okay, so these are the 5 methods. Okay, and this I will continue in the next class. As I've got some problem in my operating system, I will continue in the next class.